Okay, this is a part 3. And, so, after all of that, he left, went to a party, she stayed home, and basically cried all night long. She began talking to one of his friends or something, and he was basically saying that he couldn't get past that she had cheated on him or something like that, talking about Harley had cheated on him, and that he didn't see a future with her anymore or something like that. I don't know, but then Harley got on Snapchat, and he was posting all kind of Snapchat pictures, and then there was a certain one, because she had one of the girls that he was talking to on Snapchat, and it was a picture of him passed out in a field. And she just I'm like, why? That wasn't like, she knew the girl was gonna see it, or she knew Harley was gonna see it. Mom would just, I don't understand. And she had to have known what was going on too, but still chose to do that. And then he decided, or she started posting stuff on social media again, saying something about random hookups and partying that she's not interested in. And then he come back and was like all over her and was like all lovey-dovey, and then did a whole 360 again. It was like, didn't know what he wanted. And she's like, I've already been through this one time. I can't go through it again. They're like, help me. So, he started hanging out with girls and stuff like that while she sat at home. And he just, I guess the girls decided they didn't want him or whatever. And he told somebody, because her friend told her, that he only came back to her because he couldn't have the ones he wanted. And that was just something that she felt like her ex would say and do to her, because that's just how she felt. It was like she was never first, she was always a second option, and she was not about to do this, because when she found that out, oh buddy, she was done. Because she started moving her stuff out. She started ignoring Kim. But she was moving in next door to her friend's house. And she literally, wanted him to leave her alone, because he was supposed to go on a date with somebody else or something like that. And she started moving her stuff out of the apartment. And that's when he lost his crap. And he wanted to come up and try to hug on her and say, I'm sorry, and all of that. And she was like, no, buddy, I don't have anything to do with you. And he was like, I love you. She's was like, nope. She was insane. She was no longer, had feelings attached because she was trying to kill him. The feelings, not him. And then something happened. There was like, he had trashed the whole apartment because she wouldn't talk to him and would not give him a time of day, pretty much. Kept ignoring him. And yeah, he had trashed the whole entire apartment, and everybody had turned against him. And she felt responsible because she was moving her stuff out and all of that. She felt like, hey, this is my fault. And it wasn't her fault. She was not trying to instigate. She was trying to figure out what the best thing that she could do was. And then she felt responsible because everybody turned on him and was coming at him and trying to fight him and all of that because of what he was doing to Harley and her friend. And that was helping her move. And Harley's, she said she'd stay. She's like, if y'all just, everybody stop, she would stay. She'd stay with him, and she would protect him or whatever, because she felt responsible that everybody was going ape crap or whatever. And so she did. She stayed, and then he thought, okay, since she stayed with me, she loves me again, and she's gonna be okay. And then he was putting stuff on Facebook, like they got back together, and Harley was insane. She was, because she was like, she had felt like she was the backup, like she was the second option, and if it hadn't gone bad, he wouldn't have wanted her. So that's when she began drinking again, began partying again, and began flirting with people right in front of him. But also, somebody from her past came back and started talking to her, and she got in the mix of all of that. And she just felt like she wasn't good for either of them. She really wasn't. But she didn't know what to do. She didn't. But she did run away from home. Because he would yell at her. Or whatever. She would ask him to help her with something, and he would yell at her, and she's like, oh, I'm tired of it, I'm not doing this anymore, and she didn't come home. And then he began texting her and calling her and trying to find her, and telling everybody that he was about to kill himself and all of that. She just saw herself in him, really. That's all she saw. That is, Harley had hurt him so bad that it messed him up, and he was gonna hurt her. It's not that she didn't care, she didn't know what to do. She cared about everybody, but she got herself in a situation that she didn't know what to do. Because she couldn't trust anybody anymore. She didn't know who had her best interest. So she was going back to her home, not her hometown, but her grandparents.